In our session today, we're going to encourage that full range. If you have a hip replacement, please discuss with your physiotherapist or doctor first whether these moves are suitable for you. So we're going to start in standing. Put your feet hip distance apart. Feel your weight grounding through your feet into the floor. Grow up nice and tall. Check your pelvis is level. Stretch up through your spine. Feel your head going upwards as if you were pushing a book on the top of your head up towards the ceiling, and gently draw your shoulders down your back. Just spend a moment focusing on your body. Have a little scan through. Feel if you've got anywhere where it's feeling tight or uncomfortable. Maybe you've got an injury that you need to be aware of. And just accept that that's there and that you are going to work within the limitations of your body today. Let's start with a few gentle breaths in and out. So nice breath in through your nose and gently out through your mouth. And again, nice breath in and out. As you breathe in, get that air deeper down into your chest. So you feel as if your waist is expanding as you breathe in, and then just gently relaxing down as you breathe out. One more breath. Let's do a shoulder roll. Big movement through the shoulder. Get that shoulder girdle moving. Work your shoulder blades against your back. Shoulder blades are comparatively free. They're held in place by muscles. Let's just circle them round. Get as much movement as we can there. Now we're going to draw the shoulders down and take one arm up and round. So we're doing an arm circle. Right up and back and round. And again. Nice big circle. Relax that down. Same with the other arm. Big circle round. As much movement as you can through that joint. Now bring the other one the other way. So it's back first and forwards. One more. Other side. Trying to keep your back nice and still. Keeping that lovely alignment that we got when we started. Bring your arm down. Take one arm forwards, one arm back. Let your upper body rotate at the waist, keeping your hips still. Look down that forward arm. More. Bring that down. Take your arm up and over. So we're doing a side flexion, reaching over and down. Same on the other side. Just feel that stretch come through your waist and down. Let's increase the stretch. So you're going to take your right foot behind your left. Get your balance. Stretch that arm over. Feel that increased lengthening down your side. Bring that down. And same on the other side. Take your foot behind. Try to come down straight to the side, not rolling forwards. And bring that down. Just give those shoulders a little roll just to loosen them off. We're going to go now into a hip hinge. So I'll stand sideways on so you can see what I'm doing. I have my feet hip distance apart. I've gently drawn in through my abdominal muscles to keep my back in alignment, and I'm going to simply fold at the hip, keeping my gaze coming forwards towards the front of the mat, and bring that back up. And again, hinge forwards from the hip, keep the alignment of the spine, and back up. You may feel this is stretching behind your legs, and it is a hamstring stretch. Come forward to where you feel comfortable. You may feel this is enough, or you may want to just increase that stretch. Come forward to a table position, so you like a tabletop, and then back up. Let's do one more. So hinge forwards, and back up. We're going to add on to this, so we're going to start our move with a little heel raise. So take your feet hip distance apart, raise up on your heels, lower your heels down, a little hinge, and let your knees bend too, so you're taking your bottom right back, and come back up. And again, little hinge, and up. Let's do 2 heel raises. 1, 2, working through those ankles, and your little hinge, and 2 squats. 1, 2, come up, feel your glutes start to work, and encourage that work. Give your bottom a little squeeze. Let's add an arm float. So we're going to do 2 heel raises, little hip hinge, take that bottom right back and forwards. 2 of those. Let's do one more set. 2 heel raises with arm floats, just challenge your balance a little bit. Hip hinge to squat, little squat, and up. And back to the middle. Take your feet apart. We're going to stretch one side. So turn the foot on the right side. Take this left foot a little wide, and then you're going to come down and just a little stretch and up. Don't take your knee over the front of your foot. Try to keep your knee so your shin is almost vertical. Bring that back up. Rotate that back heel, turn the front foot, same on the other side. So you're feeling a stretch through the inner thighs, and come up. Let's do that once more. Inner thigh stretch. Turn those feet carefully on the mat. Think about your knee. Now we're going to come back to the middle, gently tuck the tailbone under and go into a plie. So down and up. And as you come down, keep your body upright as if you were sliding down a wall. Try to keep your knees back. So you can feel the work there through those hip joints, working the inner thigh muscles here. Very strong group of muscles called the adductors. Come up, squeeze, feel your glutes working too. Down we go. And up. Hold at the bottom. Take your arms to the side, balance, and just do some little pulses up and down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze up. Let's finish with 4 more pliés down. 1 and squeeze up. 2, if you push through your heels, you'll feel the work going more into those inner thighs. Number 3. And last one, number 4. And squeeze up. Bring your feet together. We're going to do some knee floats. So get your position right. Try to keep your pelvis as level as you can. Transfer your weight to the left foot. Float that knee forwards. And bring it back down where it came from. Same on the other side. Nice balance here. As you stand on this leg, try not to let your hips sink to the side. Keep it drawn in. Same on the other side. Nice float, keep that hip drawn in. Now you can stay here with these knee floats, or we're going to join with me. You're going to rotate that leg to the side, push your foot to the back, bring it back up to a float and lower it down. Same on the other side. Lift your knee, rotate to the side, take that knee back, little push to the back, bring your knee back up and lower down. And again. Knee float. Check your balance. Check your chest is nice and open, your shoulders are down. Take that knee to the side. Rotate round. Little push to the back. Bring your knee forwards. And lower that foot down. So we're giving our hip joint here a good move. We're also working on our balance, our postural muscles, our core muscles. Take that one back. Bring it back up. And place that down on the mat. One more on each side. Float up. Rotate round, take that knee back, little push, try not to arch the lower back as you push back, bring that knee back up and lower, one more, lift, open your hip, now take that foot back, rotate through your hip, little push and bring that back to standing. Good work. Now we're going to do some lunges just to help open the hip, and then we're going to go from our lunge down onto the mat. So go to the back of your mat. We're going to step forwards with the right foot first. Put your heel down first of all, then your toes, Keep your body upright. You're going to come down towards the mat. Push back up and bring your foot in. Same on the other side. So step forwards. Try to put that heel down as gently as you can. Stay nice and tall. Drop down so that back knee is coming down towards the mat. Come back up and bring that in. Let's do that again. Lift, extend the leg, lower your foot down, stay nice and tall, bend your knee, down you come. Push up and bring that back in. Same on the other side, lift, extend, lower your heel down, back up. Let's do one more on each side. Lift, extend, lower your heel, down to your lunge, push up and back. Same on the other side. Lift, extend, lower your heel, bring yourself down, push up and back. Lovely. Now we're going to use that lunge to get down on the mat. So bring your foot up, step forwards, heel strike, lunge and bring your knee right down onto the mat. Lean forwards towards the extended leg. So you will feel a stretch here. Keep your back in neutral, protect your spine, gently draw your tummy in and come to where you can feel the stretch. Now you may have quite a long hamstring and be able to reach your hands forwards. This may feel a good position for you, or you may feel you're getting quite an adequate stretch just by staying upright. Place your foot down, let your knee bend, bring your weight forwards onto that front leg and feel the stretch through the hip at the back. Take your hands up into a balance here. Reach those hands up to the ceiling so you feel that you're stretching out of your pelvis and you're getting a stretch down the front of your body too. Relax that down. Let's change legs. Same on the other side. So take the other leg forwards. Foot soft. Check position of the back leg. You can either have your foot down like this or you could have your toes up. And then bring your weight of your body forwards. To feel that stretch down the back of the thigh. Force it, keep your spine in neutral. This is a hamstring stretch, we're not working the back. And when you're ready, bring your weight forwards over your front leg. Feel that stretch down here, opening your hip. And then let's take the hands up. And stretch up, reach towards the ceiling. And relax down. Bring yourself now onto all fours. So place your hands down, palms flat on the floor, fingers spread, middle finger facing forwards. Knees under your hips.
And we'll start with a little cat and cow stretch, just to work the spine. So nice movement here. Let the movement run through your back. Try to get that feeling of the movement running up and down your back. Don't rush it. Control that movement. Don't forget to include your head, your neck, as we roll up and down. If you have a very bendy back, try not to overbend. And this time you're going to come into neutral. Take a nice breath in. And as you breathe out, just gently draw these lower abdominal muscles in, or the muscles all around here, just to hold your back in a neutral position. And we're going to slide opposite hand and leg out and lift. Don't lift your leg too high. Try to bring your arm so it's in line with your ear. Bring that back down and in. Same on the other side. So we're doing superhero. Being aware of the movement in the arm and the leg, but trying to keep the body still. So there's no movement there at all. Coordinate your arm and your leg together. Feel the length through your body. Back down and in. Same on the other side. So this time we're going to jumble it up a little bit. You're going to stretch your arm out and your leg, and then you're going to bring your hands in towards your knees. So you have to let your back arch, and then extend out. And again, bring that in and extend out. We've done 5, we're going to do 8. Try to make your movement flow. 7, 8. Bring that down. And of course, we've done one side, so we need to do the other. So extend out. Bring your hand to knee, bring your knee into your chest, and extend out. And again, bring your knee in and extend. Halfway there by my reckoning. Think about the position of your arm and your leg as you come out to extend. One more after this one. Last one. Bring your hands and knee in. Take your toes together, knees apart. Take yourself back into a shell stretch. Relax down. Take some nice breaths in and out. Feel the air going deep into your lungs. And then you're going to bring yourself up and round into a lying position. So we're going to lie on our backs. If you like to use a little roll towel for your head, pop your little roll towel there. Bring yourself down. Just check your position on the mat. So shoulders open and drawn down, so your shoulder blades are snuggled onto the mat. Relax your hands down. Feet, again, firmly on the mat, knees and hips all in line. We'll start with a gentle pelvic tilt. So you're going to gently bring your lower back away from the mat and then press your back into the mat. Feeling the weight lighten on your sacrum, and again. So you're just gently lifting the base of the spine away from the mat. And again, those of you with very mobile backs, don't over arch your back away from the mat. Now bring yourself into neutral. Just recheck your alignment. Place your hands on your thighs. Take a nice breath in. Fill those lungs, and as you breathe out, slide your hands up your thighs and look between your knees. And breathe in to come back down. And again. And breathe in. A nice little ab prep, don't overwork the neck. Keep your spine just gently on the floor. Feeling your ribs and your hips coming closer together as you come up. And then relaxing back down. Your shoulder blades are just coming off the floor. You can work a little bit harder, bring your hands behind your ears and just gently crunch up and relax down. So just abdominal work. Feel those abdominal muscles warming up a little bit. Keep your knees and your hips steady. Don't let them roll about as you crunch up and down. If you want to, for the last 4, if you want to make this a bigger move, you can. Bring your hands down by your knees. So crunch up, extend, bring your hands back and down. Last one. Crunch up, extend. And bring your hands down. Relax your hands down on the mat. Feel the position of the base of your spine on the mat. the position of your pelvis. Put your hands on the bony parts of your pelvis, and you're going to let your right knee drop to the side, keeping your pelvis steady and keeping this knee facing the ceiling. Bring that back up. We'll just work on one leg. We'll do 5 of these on this side. So let that knee drop to the side, opening your hip. Bring that knee back. Keep everything else really still. One more on this side. We're going to work on the other side the same. So use your hands for feedback. Make sure that your hip, your pelvis is staying still, that it's not rolling to the side as you take that leg out. So we're getting movement here through the hip joint. Last one. Now you can stay here. If that was a challenge and you found you were rolling, you weren't able to control the movement, I would stay here and get a good focus on this. If not, if you want to move on, you're going to bring your knees up into tabletop. So we've got less support now, so that the movement is going to be harder. You're going to keep this knee, your left knee, absolutely steady, and you're going to drop your right leg out to the side and bring it back in. Keeping your pelvis absolutely still. Now the amount you move is going to be different to me. Some of you may have got very flexible hips, be able to move a lot further than I can. Or you may find that your hips are stiff. This is a challenge. And that you can't move as far as me. So whatever your body is telling you, you go with it. Bring that back up. Same on the other side. 5 on the other side. This hip may be better than the other one. For me, it's a little bit stiffer. That's number 4. And number 5. Bring your feet down onto the floor. Bring your knees together. Draw your feet in towards your bottom and just let your knees drop out to the side. So you're a little bit like a frog. We're getting a stretch there on the inner side of the legs. If you find that it's really uncomfortable, support your legs with your hands or get some cushions and build up here to support so that you're comfortable. You can just let your hips open. If you think about it, we don't use our hips a tremendous amount in different ranges of movement. We tend to walk, sit in a chair. Just gently let your hips open. Bring your knees back up. We're going to do a little bit of work just on our oblique abdominals while we're here, and then we'll do some work on our sides. So a simple oblique stretch. Again, check your position, take a nice breath in, and as you breathe out, reach across. the opposite leg and we'll go side to side. So this is our level 1. You want to make it a little bit harder, bring your hands behind your ears. Bring your knee in. As you rotate side to side, you can draw your knees up into a tabletop position and crunch across. You want to make that a little bit harder, you're going to extend your leg. So I'll leave that to you to choose your level. Let your movement flow. Try not to rush it. Don't throw yourself from side to side. Keep your pelvis level on the floor. Weight evenly through the base of your spine. Breathe out as you crunch up. Breathe in as you come down. Do 2 more on each side. And then draw your knees in onto your stomach. Relax your legs down, turn yourself onto your side. We're going to do some work again with our hips in us lying on our side, but also working these muscles on the outer side of the hip. So set yourself up, use the edge of your mat if you're not sure. Have your knees bent, have your back in line with the back of the mat. Have your feet in line with your back. And we're going to start just by lifting the leg and lowering. So we'll do 10s. 3, 4. If you can, keep your foot flexed. 5, 6. Try to keep your pelvis up to the ceiling. Abs just gently drawn in. 8, 9, 10. Bring your feet together. We'll do 10 clams. So keep that hip bone steady. Work across here. Keep gently drawn in. It'll help the stability of your pelvis. Open that knee as much as you can, working that hip joint, working the muscles around the hip. Keep your feet together. I'm guessing that this next one is 10. I may well be wrong. Raise your feet. Same move. Keep here still. Work through your center. Check your chest is still nice and open. Try not to roll forwards. I reckon that's about 8, 9, 10. Bring your feet down, open your clam, lift your feet, close your clam, lower your feet. That was 1. Lift, close, lower, that's 2. Knee lift, feet lift, close your knee, drop your feet, that's 3. 4, nice lift. 5, beginning to get a bit of heat there through my side of my hips. 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Just draw your knees in, give your hip a little rub. Now we've stretched our hamstrings, but we haven't stretched the muscles that go down the front of the leg, the quads. So bring your foot towards your bottom and just draw your leg back. If you know this is going to produce some pain in your knee, then just bend your foot and take your leg back. Nice stretch. Stretch that bottom leg out a little bit if you want to. Feel an opening across the front of your hip as well as the stretch down the front of your leg. Relax that off. We're going to do that all again on the other side. So, get yourself sorted. Go into a nice starting position. Hand down. Check the position of your knees stacked. Back straight, feet in line with your bottom. Chest nice and open. We're going to start with those 10 leg lifts. Five, 6, keeping everything steady. 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet together, simple clam. Open and close. You've got your abs drawn in here. You should feel your side is lighter on the mat. Feel the difference between this hip and the other one. You may want to put your hand in front for a little bit of extra stability. Knees together, raise your feet. Let's do the same again, but with our feet raised this time. Make it nice and smooth, the movement. Nine, one more to go. Now you're going to open your clam. Number 1, raise your feet, close your clam, lower your feet. That's number 2. Three. That's number 4. Lift, close, lower. Keep the movement nice and steady. Try not to rush, even if it's getting a little bit uncomfy on the side of that hip. Working those muscles really nicely. Nice controlled way. One more. I've lost count. This is just a guesstimate. Relax down. If you need to, bend your knees. Give your hip a little massage. Take away that soreness, that heat in your hip. And then we're going to do a quad stretch like we did on the other side. So just gently pull your leg back, open your hip, feel the stretch down the front of the thigh here. There shouldn't be any pain in your knee, any discomfort in your knee, let go. Just have your knee bent. Hold, and then relax. Roll over onto your front. Relax your head down so you can put your forehead on your towel or just on your hands. Wriggle your bottom down, make yourself really long. Gently draw your tummy button away from the mat. Keep that feeling of drawing away. Stretch your leg out and just lift away. Lift that leg off the mat. And same on the other side. Nice lift. Keep your pelvic bones engaged on the mat. Keep them grounded down. So that way, hopefully, we're isolating more of this movement of extension of the hip to the actual hip joint. And we're also working our glutes. Sure, you can feel them work. If you're not sure, just use your hands. Feel the movement there. If you have no back issues, you know you're nice and strong. You could lift both legs together and lower them down together. A gentle lift and lower. And again. Lift, take them a little way apart, bring them back in and down. That's just an extra level. Please stay where you are comfortable. Let's do 3 more of those. one. If you're doing single legs, just check you've done both legs the same. And then we're going to come from here and do some plank work. So bring your elbows under your shoulders. If you're not doing full plank, come onto your knees, hold there, and then roll down out of your plank. So it's a little lift and lower. If we're doing full plank, come into our pre-plank position, tuck your toes under and then extend your legs back. So you're in your plank. Gently draw your tummy in, tuck your tailbone under a little bit, no pinching in the back. Weight forwards over the elbows. Nice breaths in and out. Just get yourself in the right position just a little bit. Hold there. Nice breaths in and out. Lower your knees. Roll out of your plank. Relax down, have a little breather. We're going to go into another plank in a moment, and when we do, we're going to do just gentle leg lifts like we did when we were lying on our stomachs, but this time we're going to do it in a plank position. So again, working the hip, working the muscles around the hip joint. So when you're ready, bring yourself up into your pre-plank. If you're doing the pre-plank, you could come onto your elbows and just do some little leg lifts here. If you're doing a full plank, come up into your full plank. Get your position, get yourself ready in your plank position first, and then just do some gentle leg lifts up and down. Trying to keep your pelvis nice and steady. So don't lift your leg, try and lift your leg too high. It's not going to work. Let's do one more on each side. And then back down. Another little breather. One more set to go. And then we'll do some stretches. So this time we're going to come into plank, and because we're doing hip work, we're going to lift your leg up and out to the side and then back in, and again up and out to the side and then back in. So when we're ready, nice breath in, come into your pre-plank, up into your plank position. Again, check your alignment before you start your move. So just a little lift out to the side. One more to each side. And relax down. Nice breaths in and out. From here, bring your hands beside your head. And we're going to go into a cobra stretch. So start small. Check your hips are grounded down. Your legs are nice and straight behind. feet relaxed. I'm going to just gently push away from the mat, keeping the gaze forward so you're not overextending your head, and then roll down. And again. So work through your spine like we did when we did cat and dog stretch. Just gently worked through the spine. Everybody's mobility in the back is different. Work to your level. Let's do one more. Push yourselves up into shell stretch. So take your bottom back on your heels and then relax forwards. You may like to put your head on your towel, cushion or block, whatever you're using. Take some nice breaths in and out. Try to stretch your hips towards your feet, but then above your waist, so you're stretching down from below your waist towards your feet, but then from above your waist, you're stretching forwards. It's almost as if you're stretching in two directions. Bring yourself up. Take yourself round so you're lying on your back. We'll do some stretches on our back. So we did a hamstring stretch very early on. Let's see how that feels now. We've done some work. So bring your knee in onto your chest. Let's stretch the hip first. Extend the other leg away, and then extend that leg up to the ceiling and draw your foot towards you. Have your knee straight and feel that stretch down the back of the leg. Feeling a stretch in your hamstrings there. Let's do some ankle circles. Increase that stretch down the calf a little bit, round the other way. Let your knee bend, and then just take your knee out to the side. So you're doing a little stretch there, foot on the floor, stretch through the hip there. Then bring your knee back up and take your knee across the other leg. You might want to take your foot more onto the other leg if you've got a bit more movement there. Try not to make this too much of a back stretch, more of a work in your hip here. Bring that back down, stretch that leg out. Let's do the same on the other side. Bring your knee in. stretch your leg up, draw it in towards you. Circle your ankle round, nice big circles round the other way. Let your knee bend, take your knee out to the side. Try to keep your pelvis as level as you can. Open that hip. It's like half a frog stretch. And then you're going to bring your knee up and take it across the other leg. Trying to keep your hips as levelly down as you can onto the mat. Might need to adjust a little bit. It's just a gentle stretch through your hips now. Bring both your knees in onto your chest. Give your lower back a stretch. Tuck your head in if you want to. Go up. And then we're going to stretch right out. Ooh, good stretch through your fingers, stretch through your toes. And bring your arms down by your side. Let your feet roll out. Just gently relax your hands down by your side. Take some nice gentle breaths in and out. Just relax onto the mat, focusing on your breathing. So you can stay here relaxing as long as you like. Have a scan through your body, see how you feel now, having done your workout. And then when you're ready, bring your knees in, roll onto your side, bring yourself up to seated, onto all fours. You're going to bring yourself up to standing, come nice and tall, some shoulder rolls. Relax your hands down. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Fill your lungs and relax out. One more nice deep breath in. And relax out. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon.